pregame show.
And on one of the
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Curry. And it's Westbrook in a two-guard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always
Up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all...
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. They get it back, and Westbrook gets it to go. Here's Lowry. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And that one hits back iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And then Wade slams it in.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Curry kicks to Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. It's Westbrook with the drive. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. Here's Lowry. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Here's Westbrook. He's got 8. He feeds it to Leonard. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. On defense, the West All-Stars. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Nobody near George. And Curry pulls it down.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And it's Westbrook missing.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And there's the lay-in. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Curry, wide open. No good from outside. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And some changes here for the East. Wash comes in for Anthony, and Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The West also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bryant. Klay Thompson comes in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. And it's George finishing it off.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Now here's Leonard. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lets it go from deep. Outside for George. A second chance effort, and the jumper is on the mark.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
George has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Poked loose and stolen by LeBron. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Leonard. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Goes up. And it's sent back by George. Bosch kicks to James, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Yeah, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Drummond's checked in for James. Butler comes in for George. And it's DeRozan in for Dwayne Wade. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West. Aldridge comes in for Leonard.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Kicks to Drummond. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top.
Going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
John Wall's checked in for the East. Now here is Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Green. Wall with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's DeRozan in a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The East All-Stars have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Paul Millsap is checked in for the East.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And they double up Paul. Aldridge drives in, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And the rejection by Cousins. They retain possession. Here's DeRozan, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And there's the feed to Thompson. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and here comes...
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop. and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. West All-Stars lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars, what do you think?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Westbrook, and he jams it with authority.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Thomas checked in for John Wall. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Butler with the steal. And here's the break. It's tipped. Stolen by Harden. And now here comes Kobe leading the break. Davis dishes to Kobe. Stolen by Bosch. Out in his own on the break. Here's Butler. Here's Wade. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The kick out to Westbrook. The second chance effort. And it's sent back by Drummond. That's a 2 from Butler. That one a little long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thomas, good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out, really making a difference here.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Here's what the East is going with right now. James checked in for Drummond, and Anthony subbed in for Butler. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Stephen Curry in for Russell Westbrook. And here is Curry, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. And Davis pulls it down. It's a close game here in Toronto. Throws it up high, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Thomas, no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Durant with the steal. Here's Curry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now an 11-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. You got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well,
man.
speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Paul George is checked in for Bosch. DeRozan comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Lowry in for Thomas. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Durant. Green comes in for Anthony Davis. Thompson, he's checked in for James Harden. And Paul's subbed in for Curry.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Got a piece of it. And DeRozan kicks to Anthony. And here's George for three. Can't hit. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Outside DeRozan. He trains the quick shot. DeRozan's got 6 points.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Out to Thompson from deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Stolen by Thompson. There's the lob to the hoop. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Lowry with the block. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Last touch by Green. And some changes here for the East. Drummond's checked in for James. Millsap comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And John Wall subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the West All-Stars, Cousins comes in for Leonard. And Kobe is subbed in for Thompson.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Very simple. You can't score if you can't maintain possession.
And here's the East. They trail by 11. George passes to Wall. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And it's Paul penetrating. Aldridge dishes to Cousins. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Nice form on the 20-footer. DeRozan's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Butler, he's checked in for George. And West also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Chris Paul. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
Millsap kicks to Drummond. Here's Butler. The shot is off. Aldridge with some nice D. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you.
And the first half is now in the books. West All-Stars out.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 18 points and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this? And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, you look at me, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Kobe is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Curry in at the one spot.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Wade has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Westbrook, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 22 points for Russell Westbrook. The open shot, George. The West All-Stars pull it in.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
James with it. Leonard picks him up. The shot by Lowry. Wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Lowry's got 5.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Kobe, here we go. Westbrook kicks to Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 9.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. Right side, Durant. Back to Curry. Feeds to Harden. Can't hit. James with some nice D.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the East. Thompson, he's checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Curry. The 3 from Harden. Harden missing again. To the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Wade.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Thompson passes to Davis. And just miss after miss right now. Now the East All-Stars with it. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. James dishes to Lowry. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's LeBron. 11 points in the game. Off the inbound, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Thompson misses. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 9-point game. Thomas. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Thomas got his second bucket.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Shot's good by Anthony.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Releases from the wing and drills it. Harden's got 5 now.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Here's West now. At one point, they led by 16. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Paul, and the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Thomas, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for LeBron. Millsap comes in for Chris Bosh. Butler, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
Key is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
And, Clark, I agree. The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Wall's checked in. The West All-Stars also with a sub. Westbrook's checked in. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by Butler. Wall attacking.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He has 23 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Ryan is checked in for the West, and that one's good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Green. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And the second free throw, good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. All out there with DeRozan. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. It's Curry outside. The shot no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. And George kicks to DeRozan. Dishes it to Millsap. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his third rebound tonight, and it's blocked by DeRozan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And the East with some changes. Chris Bosh is checked in for Drummond. Wade comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lowry in for John Wall. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what,
Agreed.
guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Westbrook against Millsap. Westbrook, no good. Wade kicks to Millsap. And that one is hammered home.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Curry attacking. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. For three, Kobe. Good foul so far. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the East. Wade outside. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Durant. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game more, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
And if they keep up this intensity over the last few minutes of this game, it's nearly impossible to have a comeback against them.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
And the East All-Stars making a change here. James is checked in. George. George has gone 3 of 9 shooting. The three from Bryant. Again, the miss by Bryant. Pass to LeBron. Shoots. The West All-Stars pull it in. Here's Westbrook. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And he gets the bucket.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And George, here we go. And it's George again missing. Westbrook passes to Durant and stolen by LeBron. And here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Curry gets the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Anthony kicks to Wade. Looking for George. He gets it there. Lowry dishes to George. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll just take a look at what George has done tonight. He has 11 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. The East All-Stars running out of time. Here's LeBron. Misses off the left iron.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And stolen by LeBron. Anthony, the pass to Wade. And the shot is good. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Got a piece of it. Anthony against Curry. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Wade kicks to Love. And a wide open look for James. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Curry from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by George. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Right on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Westbrook. .106 left in the fourth. From deep LeBron. And again, LeBron missing.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the West All-Stars.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Russell Westbrook. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Anthony with the bucket.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Curry outside. Kept alive. Tipped away.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
The 2K Sports Post.